I welcome all of you to Zest Learning for this 24 hours revision batch. I hope you all are excited for this batch, and this batch will be divided in 8 days, right? Why 8 days? There was a possibility that we could have taken marathon, correct? 2 days multiplied by 12 hours a day, but maybe that wouldn't have been so effective. You wouldn't have been able to focus that much. So now what possibility we have got, that we can connect online and daily from today for next 8 days, that is say till 12th of May, keeping one day as stoppage day, till 13th of May, we can capitalize this 8 days, daily sit for about 3 hours, and in 24 hours complete this entire syllabus of tax. Okay, so I have got a master plan to complete this syllabus of tax. Am I doing this for the first time? Obviously no. This is my 22nd revision batch, because from past 11 years I have been teaching tax, and without fail every exam I have taken at least one revision batch. Why I'm saying at least one? Because see what used to happen earlier there was no recording. So what I used to do was, I used to take even 2 batches for particular single attempt. Though I hate to call it as attempt, but I should speak in the language that you understand, unless you start understanding the language in which I speak. So you should not call it attempt, you should call it exam. So yes, for every exam we used to take at least one batch, and sometimes I have taken 2-3 batches also, one in Pune, one in Bangalore. That way also we have done. 2 in Pune also we have done, because some students could attend only in evening, some could attend only in morning, so we have done it that way also. The logic of telling you all these things is, all this formula of 24 hours is very much tried and tested. Okay, so how are we going to go ahead in this 24 hours? Okay, there is some master plan in this 24 hours. Just look at this master plan. Only thing is that we have to understand is, if day 1 is kept for valuation, and unless valuation is done, you don't have to get tired. Do you promise me that? If you promise me that, then I am promising you that yes, your syllabus will be nicely covered in this 24 hours also. Okay, yes. And I was telling you one more thing, that we should take advantage of this technology. First of all, because of this technology, I can see students across India. One, so wherever you are sitting, you are able to attend this batch. One. Second, you have got option of viewing the recording as well, isn't it? How many number of students are there right now in the meeting? I have to check that once. Oh, 59. Okay, so because I am just checking that few students are not able to join. So why are they not able to join on the Zoom? We are just checking that. This problem will happen only on the day 1. Okay, fine. I'm just trying to help them out. Okay, anyways, wait 1 second. So what I'm telling you right now is, yes, you have the recorded version also, so you will make full advantage of that as well. Secondly, it's better that you watch live only. Why? Then you refrain from unnecessarily watching IPL or any other live shows which are unnecessary at this point of time. Yes. Then you don't have to stop. We don't have to stop unless we complete the agenda for the day. That doesn't mean that I will just keep on pushing It's not like that. What we'll do is every session, today I call it as session 1. Today I call it as session 1. This session 1, 1 minute. Some students are constantly coordinate with ma'am, I'll tell him, so that I can focus on teaching part, right? Yes. So where I was telling you that yes, we should complete the agenda for the day. Day 1 agenda is valuation under GST. What is the marks of that in the exam? About 10 marks. Okay, place of supply is second day's agenda and time of supply. Marks for that is again 20, 10, 5 plus 5, so 20 marks done. Agenda for day 3 is ITC, 10 marks, 30 marks done. Yes. Agenda for day 4 is scope of supply and exemption. Now you know exemptions, they are asking you for about 10 marks along with scope of supply. So by the end of day 4, you would have done something of 40 marks for sure. Are you getting the point? So why I'm telling you all these things, because in between you might keep on feeling that this time I might have given for something else, or I might have done self-study. But no, you don't have to bring those thoughts, because I was in your shoes, right? I was also a CS student, and for giving any professional exams, time is limited. But at this point, when you are investing 24 hours in this batch over the next 8 days, it means a lot. So there should be output out of that. I will tell you very honestly, when I started the coaching right in 2011, these revision batches used to be free of cost. They used to be totally free of cost. Right now they are inclusion in the main batch plus, but other students have to join, it is paid. I would have loved to take it free of cost, but why I'm charging fees, logic is very simple, because I want every student to attend session number 1 to session number 8, in spite of the fact they like it or not. If something is given free of cost, then you will just take it at your liberty. Getting it? You will just leave when you feel like, you will attend when you feel like attending. It is not on your choice now. You have paid, so you will sit here. You have given me a commitment by paying that amount. Agreed, all of you? And for those who are attending, those who have attended the main batch are getting this revision batch. So I have already included the revision batch fees in it. Understand? So it is not free of cost. Correct? So you are investing time, you are investing money. I am ready to give you 100% output. But you should now devote your time, energy here. And that is the reason I am asking you to keep your videos on. Because when your videos are on, you cannot deviate. Okay? That is the whole point behind asking you to do that. And yes, today's first session will be uploaded on YouTube. Okay, just for all to understand how this batch goes on. Second, it will also be uploaded on the Zest Learning app. And from day 2 onwards till day 8, it will be only on the Zest Learning app. Right? Also few more things. So I covered till day 4 40 marks. 5th day, when I am talking about composition levy registration, I am for sure covering another 10 marks in composition levy and registration. So automatically 50 marks are covered. Sir, GST is of 60, but you are saying 50 are covered. It is okay. I am giving you assurance that 50 is covered. I cannot give you assurance of next 10. Next 10, something could be from penalties, something could be from appeals, revisions, which may remain uncovered in this revision batch. But I am giving you guarantee of how much? Out of 60, I am giving you guarantee of 50. 1. Then 6th day, customs, valuation and other topics, I am again giving you guarantee of 5. That valuation whatever will cover of customs, from that something of 5 will be asked. Okay, so my guarantee till now is of 55. And then last 2 days I am talking about income tax. I am giving you their guarantee of about 15 marks. I am very honest person, so I'll give you guarantee of only what actually I can do. So 55 plus 15, 70 marks. So I give you guarantee of 70 marks coverage for sure. Okay, another 5-10 here and there, obviously yes. So yes, you can be sure that if you focus in this batch, then you will get something of 70-75 from this in your papers, maybe many times as it is, because some extra questions are covered from CA exams, from CMA exams, and that gets covered as it is in the exam. So it's very important for you to watch this batch till the end, from session 1 to session 8. Second thing I want to tell you is, what are the batch timings daily? It is 7 to 10, right? Now obviously for 3 hours we won't be focusing. So what I'll do is 7 to 8. Okay, say at 8 one few concepts are over, 8 to 8:10 break, 8:10 to 9:10, then say till 9:20 break, 9:20 to 10:20 or 10:30. So what I have said is 7 to 10 in bracket stoppage time. The way there is a stoppage time in football match, there will be stoppage time here also. Getting the point? So you know what that means? It will, I want effective 24 hours. It's as simple as that. Suppose you don't understand 1-2 concepts while it is being revised. You feel that it is fast. It might happen because this is revision batch. You always have option of watching the recording. From that going to the main batch and watching and doing those things. That option always is there. Going to main batch notes or main batch lectures. That option always you have. So take that corrective step also. Clear? Chalo. So with all this we will start. Anyone has any doubt regarding this batch? You can just type it in the chat window. I'll be more than happy to, answer that. I'm just waiting for 1 minute. If anyone has any doubt, please put it in the chat window. And anyone, as I told you, first lecture is being put on YouTube also. So if anyone has doubt, those who are watching on YouTube, you can just put it on the comment section. So every session will be divided as one. Suppose session 1 is today. So session 1A, 1B, 1C. This way you will have 2A, 2B, 2C, 3A, 3B, 3C, going on to 8A, 8B, 8C. So 24 hours will be divided in 24 sessions, 24 sub-sessions. Chalo, let us start, friends. Let us start this. You have understood what? In no case valuation will roll over tomorrow, because tomorrow's agenda is separate. So friends, I have already sent you link of notes. Yes, you already have the notes. One notes you don't have, that link also I will send you. If I want to recollect, the screen is blur. Yes. Now what you can do is you can quickly download the notes at your end and refer to them if the screen is blur. That you will have to do. See what I am saying. When we talk about valuation under GST, we are talking about section 15 of CGST Act. Okay, when we talk about section 15 of CGST Act, there are 5 subsections in that. Assessable value you have to find out. Assessable value means that value on which GST is payable. Okay, such value on which GST is payable, इसका weightage exam में 10 marks. There are 5 subsections in this. Subsection 1 is what is that assessable value. So that assessable value is transaction value. Assessable value is transaction value. Transaction value means price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services or both. Simple. Price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services or both. Okay, got the point? Now there are 2 conditions to be satisfied for this. One is supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other. And secondly, Sanket, price should be the sole consideration. Sole means only consideration. If both these conditions are satisfied, then only AV can be taken as TV. Is it clear? Very good. Now, since this is revision batch, I will tell you, if any one of the 2 conditions is not satisfied, means if price is not the sole consideration, then you will have to go to rules. Yes, very good. You will have to go to rules. Secondly, if there is a relation between supplier and recipient of supply, again you will have to go to the rules. Agreed? Rules are given in 27 to 35. These are the rules under CGST. Yes, very good. Now listen, but when we are taking AV as TV, Rutuja, when we are taking assessable value as transaction value, government says that according to subsection 2, you should include 5 things. Okay, why, sir, why are you so much obsessed with section, subsection? You know, what I want to tell you all, especially those who are attending my lectures for the first time at CS Professional, means there are many students who have not done my main batch, who are directly attending the revision batch. I would like to tell you why am I obsessed with sections, subsections. See, anyways, you have to remember all the things. So why not remember them in the sequence? As simple. If you are able to produce that sequence in the exam, nothing like that. If you answer 60% of your paper perfectly, you will end up getting 45 plus marks, or rather 50 plus marks. What I said, did you understand? In a perfect fashion, if you solve 60% of the paper, you will end up getting 50 plus marks. I mean, even if, you don't believe it, you may not believe it, but it happens. That's why I'm claiming that based on the 75 marks of revision batch, you can get exemption plus. And one more thing before I forget, those who have attended the main batch need not write anything. Those who have not attended the main batch, I request you, what you do is, you are being given this Excel sheets already as notes. Compulsorily solve all the things in a notebook. Take time and solve all the things in your notebook. Compulsory. Afterwards, not while the batch, but the next day you will do that before the next session starts. Okay, because writing practice is very important. What I have observed is, many students understand the thing, but they are not able to present it. We have to combine both understanding and presentation. That is the only way to success. Okay, some understand but understand in colloquial language, some understand but understand in regional language, some understand but understand only in Hindi. So there are a lot of, can I share the screen? I have already shared the screen. You can just check the settings at your end. Okay, listen to me carefully now. Subsection 2 has, and remind me, those who are doing my batch for the first time, remind me afterwards on the WhatsApp group. I will share one video with you that is of GST section wise index. So you will know GST's index section wise, and then you can catch with this comfortably, more comfortably. Anyways, so section 15 has 5 subsections. One is assessable value is equal to transaction value. Second is inclusions in the assessable value. What assessable value shall include? There are 5 things to be included. That is given in clause A, clause B, C, D, E. Clause A talks about, yes, very good, taxes. Any taxes should be included other than GST. Clause B talks about any expenses incidental to supply. Okay, clause C talks about, actually clause B talks about expenses which are incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. Clause C talks about incidental expenses. Clause D talks about interest, late fees, correct, which are paid for delay by recipient of supply to supplier. And lastly, clause E talks about subsidies which are linked with the price of the goods but other than government subsidies. तो ये सब दिया गया है. This is all given in subsection 2. Subsection 3 is exclusions. What is excluded from transaction value? So discount. So students understand discount, but in discount there are 2 parts. One, discounts which are given before supply, and second, discounts which are given after supply. If you want to exclude discounts which are given before supply, what you should do is you should have recorded it in the invoice. If you want to exclude discount which is given after supply, what you should have done is, yes, very good, there are 3 conditions to be satisfied. Okay, the 3 conditions to be satisfied are: 1, the terms and conditions of the discount should be there at the time of supply. Second, yes, second condition is that the discount should be relatable to the invoice. And third condition is that the input tax credit attributable to that discount should be reversed by recipient of supply. These are the 3 conditions to be satisfied. Okay, so this is your subsection 3. So see, I have given you all these things here with examples, with simple examples. Okay, so you can go through them. What I want to do is 1-2 exam perspective examples, okay, which are based on 15.1, 15.2, 15.3. So shall we go to such examples which are there from exam perspective? Yes. Okay. And then you all tell me that which point in this you are facing difficulty in 15.1, 2, 3. We will do that in depth. Then we will go to rules. Check. So out of the Excel sheet given to you, few questions we will be doing now. See the first question on page 64. First question on page 64. From the following information, determine value of taxable supply as per provisions of section 15 of CGST Act 2017. Contracted value of supply of goods is 11 lakhs. Okay. The contracted value of supply includes the following. What it includes? Cost of primary packing. So tell me, cost of primary packing is an inclusion or exclusion? Means you should include it or exclude it. Now my only problem is you should never say add or less. Why you should not say that? I will tell you. Because how is the given information you don't know? Question to question it can change. So you should first decide inclusion or exclusion. So yes, cost of primary packing is inclusion. Cost of protective packing at recipient's request for safe transport is also an inclusion. Design and engineering charges is also an inclusion. Now, once you have understood that it is inclusion, see how is the 11 lakhs. 11 lakh they are saying is all inclusive. Yes. Sir, in revision batch, why are you taking sums? Is question of many students. Please understand, unless sums are taken, we will not reach our destination, because you will not understand only what to do, why to do. So if you want to reach to that goal, sums are important. Okay. So contracted value of supply of goods is 11 lakhs, and that is including GST at 18%, and the contracted value of supply includes the following. So my dear friends, these points given here are already included in 11 lakhs. So should you do anything with them? No. So no effect with them. Clear, all of you? Yes. No effect is to be given for them. So what will happen? So 11 lakh will continue. But you know 11 lakh is including GST. But you know what should be happening? You should, assessable value or transaction value is, yes, it should include all taxes other than GST. So GST should be excluded. But एक बात ध्यान से सुनो. Okay, all South Indian students, don't be offended if I use Hindi in between. That Hindi is just out of habit, and that will be just a punch, so you will not be missing anything on the subject. Okay, no problem, sir. Okay, so don't worry about that, you will not be missing anything technical. So what I was telling you, always remember one thing. What that one thing is? That GST adjustment should be done at the last. After discount, after subsidy, after everything, you should do GST adjustment. Okay, it's logic. I had already told you in the main batch. Logic though is obvious, because on the net effect GST is charged. That's why. So commission, now other information. Commission paid to agent by recipient on instruction of supplier. What you will do with such commission? This is nothing but, this commission is falling in the category expenses which are incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. Got the point? So actually commission was payable by supplier but paid by recipient of supply. Indirectly extra amount is recovered from recipient of supply, so that should form part of assessable value. So please include it. Include it means add it. Correct, Pratiksha? Very good. It is subclause B. So add it. Also add 75,000, which is freight and insurance charges paid by recipient on behalf of supplier. Logic is same. So in the 11 lakhs, add this 5,000 and 75,000. 11 lakh 80,000 is your what? 11 lakh 80,000 is your value, but including GST. Yes. Now please try to exclude GST. I cannot say 11 lakh is TV directly, but why not directly final TV? Because it includes GST. So 11 lakh 80,000 Anup is equal to 118. So 18 is how much? That 18 is GST. So 11 lakh 80,000 into 18 upon 118, 1 lakh 80,000 you will minus, and finally you will get your answer as 10 lakhs being the assessable value. Agreed? Yes. Very good. Easy. So believe it or not, this is one of the probable, I mean such question is one of the probable question in the exam. Such category of question I am saying, not don't match figure to figure. Very important to understand is I should compulsorily write notes. Payal, notes are mandatory. Which notes? First of all, 15.1 note that AV is equal to TV. Correct? On satisfaction of two conditions. Second note, compulsorily for whatever additions you have done, that note. Third note, what you have excluded for that. Fourth note, for what you have neglected. Correct? So you will write note. First, AV is equal to TV, satisfaction of two conditions. Second, why you have excluded primary, why you have not given any effect to primary packing, protective packing, design engineering charges. All is according to 15 subsection 2 clause C. So note for 15 subsection 2 clause C. Okay, and then a note why you have included and added commission and freight. So note for 15 to B. And finally, why you have excluded tax, GST. So note for 15 to A. Clear? Very good, Ishwari. Very good, Simran. Yes, I can see many of you giving the correct answers. Right, all of you got it? What all notes will be there? Wonderful. So now a different type of question we will try to cover. Yes, I would fondly like to cover second question. Here I would like to tell all new students, for example, Dilip, you have not done main batch, you are just example, there could be many more. I can see on my first screen, you I can see, so I have taken your name. So for example, student like Dilip who has not done main batch, I would sincerely request you to, yes, present this solution in a notebook. Got it? Yes, even Payal. Who else is there doing only this batch, not done main batch? Please let me know in the chat window. Yes, Sasikala. So at least those questions which we are covering in class, you do them in your notebook. Do you give me this promise? You will feel, sir, it's okay, we understood the concept. Now we will not do in the notebook. That is not the excuse. Okay? Yes, will do. Please do it. What happens? You will see the effect when you start presenting in the book. What is the effect that you will understand for yourself? Those who have done main batch, no need to tell you. You have all presented in the notebook. So you are the beneficiaries of that. Yes. मतलब आपका वो अभी ये हो चुका है. You cannot even forget it. Even if you want to forget, you cannot forget it. Yes. Chalo. Good. Let's go ahead. Second question I would fondly like to cover because it has point of subsidy. Students' favorite point, subsidy. I keep on receiving so many doubts on subsidy. See, from following information, determine value of taxable supply as per provisions of section 15 of CGST Act 2017. Value of machine. How is value of machine? It is including GST. The invoice value includes the following. What it includes? Taxes other than GST. Is it inclusion or exclusion? Taxes other than GST. Government says include it. Okay. Is it already included? Yes. So no effect. Payment and loading charges. No effect. Already included. It should be included. Consultancy charges in relation to pre-installation planning. Inclusion, Mahi? Is it inclusion? Yes. Testing charges, inspection charges. All are inclusions? Yes. Very good. So no effect of these things. Now coming to other information, tell me properly, step by step. Okay, subsidy received from central government for setting up factory in backward region. Is this inclusion or exclusion? That is my first question. It is exclusion. Very good. Why it is exclusion? This all of you have answered correct. So ordinary revision batch, this is exclusion, the end. Go ahead. But no, it's not useful. It will become useful when you understand what effect is to be given. And most effective when you present in the notebook. See, understand the point. This is an exclusion. And next point, subsidy received from third party for timely supply of machine to recipient. What is this? Subsidy received from third party. Yes, this is inclusion because any subsidy linked to the price of the goods is to be included. It should be other than central and state government subsidy. So central government subsidy you excluded. This subsidy you should include. Nothing is given for 15 lakhs about subsidy, meaning to say is that Aditi has purchased something for 15 lakhs. That is of course after effect of subsidy. It is after effect of subsidy means subsidy is taken care of. Subsidy is taken care of means when I am getting subsidy, I am not recovering that cost from customer. When I am not recovering that cost from customer, getting it? When I am not recovering that cost from customer means I have already subtracted it. Yes. So 15 lakhs is after subtracting 51,000 and 50,000. Out of that 51,000 should have been subtracted because it is exclusion, but 50 should not have been subtracted because it is inclusion. So please add 50. I hope you understand why add 50,000. Yes, no? Harish, did you get it? Yes. Very good. Listen now carefully. मैं गायब हो सकता हूँ बीच में? Okay. हाँ. So 1550 you got till this point. Trade discount actually allowed, shown separately in the invoice. What will you do? You will minus, because discount is to be excluded. Trade discount means it is given before or at the time of supply, and it is also shown separately in the invoice. Wonderful. तो उसको minus कर देना. Did you get 15,26,000, Gayatri? Now when you get 15,26,000, but don't forget GST is included in that, and already I told you GST adjustment is to be done at the last. So 15,26,000 includes GST. So very simple, 15,26,000 is equal to GST is 12%, 112. Why 112? Because 100 value plus 12 GST. So GST of 12 is how much? So now did you get GST of 12 is 15,26,000 into 12 divided by 112, and your assessable value is 13,62,500. Clear all of you? Now I will not talk about notes that you can refer here. But मैंने क्या किया है, एक नोट्स का स्टैंडर्ड सेट किया है. Why I set such standards? तो लोग पूछते इतने बड़े नोट्स लिखने हैं क्या? Should we write so big notes? See, it's my responsibility to set standards. If I set low standards, you will go lower than that. Getting the point? Yes. So obviously take the hint from what I am saying. that if you cut short the notes a bit, it is okay. Okay, now that much judgment you can take, that what I should tell them. Yes, notes are compulsory in the answer. There is no second opinion for that. I am saying that I have written notes in too much detail so that even a layman doing a revision batch directly can understand it. Means one who has not solved this question earlier, if he reads the notes, still he should be able to understand. If you observe, even Taxman Cracker is that way only. Notes in depth for you to understand it simply. Let's go ahead. Third question now I am not doing, but surely I am doing this self-assessment question. Even though it is put under self-assessment, I want you to understand that question. Okay, उसके पहले एक बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है. आई थिंक ये थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमेटिक हो जाएगा आपको, तो मैं ये हाईलाइट निकाल देता हूँ. आई जस्ट रिमूव दिस हाईलाइट. This is in that valuation point 1 Excel sheet. Okay, one very good question is there. I would like to cover that question. Probability of this question being asked in the your CS exams is very high, because this is directly extracted from CA exams. बहुत कम लोगों को पता होता है कि सीएस वाले सीए के क्वेश्चंस पूछते. देखो, चेक. SA Limited is manufacturer of biscuits. Price of 200 grams of pack of biscuit sold by SA Limited is 30. It has received subsidy of 5 per pack of biscuit sold from NM Limited as part of NM Limited's CSR activity. SA Limited supplied 1000 packs of biscuits at 25 per pack to one of its wholesaler named MA Private Limited during a tax period. Did you digest the information? SA Limited is selling biscuits at what price? 30 rupees. Yes, but what has happened? It receives subsidy of 5 per pack of biscuit. Okay, so now finally SA Limited supplied the goods to MA Private Limited at 25. Means, can you friends tell me 25 is before subsidy or after subsidy? After. Very good. Pooja, did you get it? Dipashvi, did you get it? It is after subsidy. Yes. But is this subsidy a private subsidy or government subsidy? This is a private subsidy. Means other than government subsidy. Should you include it or exclude it? You should include it. So, very simple, Anushri. You can directly say 30 rupees and start the answer. Or you can say 25, add 5 and get to 30. But fact is that answer has to include that 5. Now if you start with directly 30, there is no tension. If you start with 25, you have to show addition of 5. Agreed all of you? Chalo, so how many packs are sold? 1000. So 1000 into 30, 30,000. Okay. Loading charges of 1200 have been charged separately. Charged separately means they are not included in the amount charged earlier. So you will have to include it, means you will have to add it. Here you will have to add it. Ishwar, got it? Because 25 does not include it, so add it. So 31,200 you got. Now MA Private Limited delayed the payment of consideration and thus paid 5,000 as interest. बहुत ही critical point, a very critical point, friends. Why I am saying critical? You all know interest is to be included. It is to be added. So a normal student will finally give the answer as 31,200 plus 5,000, 36,200. 36,200 will be final answer. Very good, Mathya Vathani. 15,2D. Yes, 15,2D you should include the interest. Now, point is, my dear friends, something is given in the bracket here that makes question bit twisted. Twisted in the sense, small twist, not a big twist. No separate amount of GST is paid on the interest. Means supplier said to recipient of supply, supplier said to recipient of supply, pay me only 5,000, don't pay me extra GST on that 5,000. Means 5,000 is including GST. So 5,000 is equal to, yes, 5,000 is equal to 118. Did you get it? 5,000 is equal to 118. So 18 is how much? Or you can directly say 100 is how much? 4237. So Sneha, you will add 4237 in 31,200 and tell me, after adding 4237 in 31,200, what is your final answer? Is it 35,437? See, it is so simple actually. ये CA final का question है. It's a question of CA final. So you are going to go through many such questions, and that's why I'm telling you, when I'm saying that today I will cover something of 10 marks, means it is going to be covered. There is no second opinion. And उसमें से भी मतलब I want to cover more only. So what I have started doing is, I have started doing additional questions. You must have seen, I have started doing additional questions and putting them as a 5-6 minutes video on the YouTube. So मैं क्या करूँगा, what I'll do for your benefit is, I'll make a Word file. I will paste links of all those videos and I will give it to you as additional questions. Correct? So that we don't do them in the class again. Okay, अब आगे देखो. Let's go ahead. चलो, next question. Again, this is of CA final, but a simple question. ये भी अभी का भी simple ही था ना? If nothing was given in that question about interest, you should have taken full 5,000, and you should have written assumption that interest GST will be recovered separately. Whenever nothing is given about GST, we assume that it is recovered separately. Yes. What will happen now? Those who have switched on video, only their names will be taken. Why? Because it goes in this algorithm that those whose videos are on, they are appearing on my front screen. And so, got the point, no? So don't feel offended कि why sir is not taking our name, because एक तो यहाँ पे बहुत equipments handle करने. I have to handle first of all my brain, you, this Excel sheet, this Zoom, ये सब tandem में चल रहा है ना. This is all going in tandem. Tandem simultaneously चल रहा है सब कुछ. हाँ. And then हाँ बीच में, if you whenever you want break, you tell me. Not necessary that I will abide by your request immediately, but मुझे पता चलेगा कि हाँ ब्रेक देने का टाइम हो गया है. हाँ yes. यहाँ पे कैसे, मतलब best thing I have done is I have muted you. This is not possible in face to face batch ना. Face to face batch में you will keep on talking amongst yourself, you will shout break. यहाँ पे कैसे मेरी मोनोपोली हो गई है. ठीक है. कुछ फायदे मैंने बोला ना, टेक्नोलॉजी है doing some benefits. नहीं, बट कभी कभी मिस करता हूँ मैं. तो what I'll do is I'll bring a speaker output. मैंने लाया है वो, अभी मैं कनेक्ट करूँगा कल, तो आप चिल्ला सकते हो कल से. यू कैन शाउट. अच्छा, अभी तक एग्जॉस्टेड नहीं हो आप? एग्जॉस्टेड नहीं हो, मैं भी नहीं हूँ. ठीक है, गुड. चलो Good. Let's see. BW manufactures some goods. It has provided following particulars relating to goods sold by it to CF Limited. Price of goods is 60,000. Excise duty is 6,000. Excise duty के साथ क्या करना पड़ेगा? What will have to do with excise duty? Include. And price given is excluding taxes and duties. So in this case, you will have to add. What about packing charges? You will have to include. Freight arranged by BW Limited. Include. So 69,600 is what you are getting after adding all the things which they have only given you in the sum. This is not the total which I have done. Okay. Anup, मैंने नहीं लिए total. Supriya, this total they have taken. 69,600. Discount at 2% of price of goods is recorded in the invoice. The final amount charged from CF Limited is 69,600 less 2% discount. Tell me accessible value. Discount is what? 2% of price of goods. Price of goods is how much? Price of goods is 60,000. तो मुझे 60,000 का 2% माइनस करना है. So 1200. So 69,600 minus 1200. Answer should be 68,400. This is very common mistake which students do. Those who are giving the answer of 68,208, यह आंसर जिन्होंने सोचा या जिन्होंने दिया, right? That is a very common mistake. Why? See the wordings carefully. Discount at 2% of what? 2% of price of goods, and price of goods is given as 60,000. तो mostly my dear friends, discount जो quote किया जाता है ना, discount which is quoted is mostly quoted on the price of goods and not on the final selling price. You are getting my point? Means why will they give discount on excise? Why will they give discount on packing? Why will they give discount on freight? So they will not give, they don't want to give discount on these things. They will give discount on price of goods. It's given here. Okay? And जब ये बोलते हैं ना, what जिन्होंने वो आंसर दिया 68,206, what they thought is, they just thought of this sentence. But that less 2% of discount was to be linked with discount at 2% of price of goods. Correct, all of you? Got it? 68,400 is the final answer. Okay. बाद में ये सब notes आएंगे. All of you clear? One point you tell me that whether subsidy is clear to all of you. इस क्वेश्चन में नहीं है सब्सिडी, बट इस सब्सिडीज पॉइंट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. चलो, वेरी गुड. सो इन द फर्स्ट 1 hour ऑफ द रिविजन बैच बहुत ही इफेक्टिव हुआ. दैट वी डिस्कस्ड मेनी नॉन टेक्निकल थिंग्स ऑल्सो एंड टेक्निकल थिंग्स ऑल्सो. बट स्टिल I want to tell you about subsidy, because wherever I have gone to take the GST batch, twice, thrice I have explained subsidy, but still students face doubt in subsidy. So I have given you one example on subsidy. You please go through that example here. Check. वो valuation में है, valuation के Excel sheet में है, example of subsidy. Yes, ये देखो, this example. Okay, all of you pay attention systematically. Tata Steel sells, sorry, not Tata Steel. I am so obsessed with that Tata Steel. Stock market, thanks to stock market. हाँ, वो बहुत अच्छा शेयर है ना, stock Tata Steel. I like that personally. अभी उन्होंने stock split भी किया, dividend भी दिया, देने वाले हैं, results भी अच्छे. Anyway, stock market का नहीं बोलेंगे. So Tata sells electric vehicles for 10 lakhs. Okay, there is a central government subsidy on the same of 2 lakhs and even one NGO subsidy of 1 lakh. So इससे what happens because of this? Because of this what happens? Pooja, because of this what happens is final selling price goes down to 7 lakhs. Yes, but 7 lakh is the selling price. Got it? But what is the assessable value? You cannot say assessable value is 7 lakh, because assessable value should specifically include any subsidies other than central and state government subsidies. तो क्या include होना चाहिए? What should be included? What should be included is this NGO subsidy should be included. Friends, in this case I have given you all information, but in exam information could be like this: selling price of goods is 7 lakh after subsidy of 2 lakhs which is government subsidy and 1 lakh which is NGO subsidy. So what do? After hai na, it is after. So what you have to include? That you add. So your price will come to 8 lakhs. Did you understand, all of you? One way of giving information. Second way of giving information, listen to second way of giving information. Second way of giving information is price of goods is 10 lakhs before subsidies. Subsidies are 1 lakh other than government, 2 lakh government. Now when before subsidies, that means I have not reduced subsidies, but मुझे एक ही subsidy reduce करनी है. I have to reduce only one subsidy, that is government subsidy. So I will minus 2 lakh and eventually reach to the answer of 8 lakhs. Agreed? Understood? Effective? Now you will not forget it. Good. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much, Dilip. Check. Shall we go to rules of valuation? Yes. कुछ टाइम के बाद ब्रेक लिया तो चलेगा ना? After checking some rules, if we take break, it's okay na? Yes, because lot of time in today's batch we were discussing non-technical things only. You also have good amount of water, correct? You usually as students forget to have water. Okay, so keep on having it. It's very hot these days. Okay, कुछ basic चीजें तो है that you should follow. Now see, rules. Okay, you get stuck in this. Okay, so it might happen with many of you. Mahi is saying that she gets stuck in the rules. Okay, might be a common problem with many of you. How you have to tackle with this? Understand. Is there any sequence in which I have to go and follow the rules, like 27 will come first then 28? Answer is no. Situation wise you have to apply the rule. For example, 27 is what? 27 is value of supply of goods or service where consideration is not wholly in money. In short, where price is not sole consideration. You have to decide what is the assessable value where price is not sole consideration. So दिमाग में fit कर लो, you please fit it, that where price is not only consideration, then you have to go to rule 27. Okay, when to go to rule 28? You should go to rule 28 where supplies between related persons or supplies between distinct persons. Distinct person means branch head office in different states or one branch to another branch. both are in different states. Agreed, all of you? Yes, but having same pan, correct, Simran? Did you all get it, what I'm saying? Very good. Now, so Mahi, when to go to 27, when to go to 28? When related party 28, when price is not sole consideration 27. Will you be able to remember this? And when principal agent, then you go to 29. Principal agent 29. So fit कर लो दिमाग में 27, 28, 29. Therefore what? That you should first fit in your mind. And don't think that without knowing the numbers you will know the provision. Numbers अभी पता होने चाहिए आपको 27, 28, 29 they stand for what. Otherwise it will be confusing unnecessarily. With numbers it will be easy actually. Okay. So now understand 30, 31 also. You know that in specific situations you go to 27, 28, 29. But if my supply is between related persons, so I should go to 28, but 28 is unable to give me solution. Then I go to 30. If 30 is not able to give me solution, then I go to 31. Got it, all of you? When supply is between principal agent, then I will go to which rule? Then I will go to rule 29. But when rule 29 cannot give me solution, then I will go to, yes, then I will go to 30. If 30 not able to give me solution, I'll go to 31. Clear, all of you? So don't feel like if 27 does not give solution 28, 28 does not give solution 29. It is not like that. If 27 does not give solution, 30. 30 does not give solution, 31. Clear, all of you? Yes. So that's why residuary will be 30 and 31. Specific will be 27, 28, 29. Good. Very good. Now you will understand why I told you to know all these rules at particular point of time. Because 27, 28, 29 will use common concepts. They will use common concepts. 27 says value of supply of goods or service for consideration is not wholly in money. Ketki, we will keep one example in front of us. Same example as we kept in the main batch. One Apple phone, Apple's iPhone, Ketki has to buy. But Ketki already has 11, iPhone 11. But she now wants to buy that 13, Ultra, Pro Max, whatever. Its price is 1,50,000. Now what she does is, she says I am upgrading. Upgrading means nothing but giving your old phone, taking the new phone. I am the shopkeeper. What will I think? I will think that I will charge Ketki 1,30,000. What? How much I am charging her? 1,30,000. And also I am taking old phone from her. Is price sole consideration? Is 1,30,000 sole consideration? No. 1,30,000 is not sole consideration. There are two considerations in this case. What are the two considerations? One is price of 1,30,000. Second is old phone, iPhone 11. So दो हो गए consideration. Price is not wholly in money. Consideration is not wholly in money. Got it? Janvi, consideration is not wholly in money. Now what to do? Now go to the rule. Because 1,30,000 cannot be accessible value. Go to rule number 27. It will give you solution. Here sequence matters of clauses. A, if you cannot follow A, B. If you cannot follow B, C. If you cannot follow C, then D. D will send you to 30, 31. What is A saying? A is saying open market value. Abhishek, welcome. Open market value. What is open market value? Its definition is there. Okay, see, open market value means in layman's language, at what price is iPhone 13 Pro Max being sold in the market, where supply recipient of supply is not related, and where price is sole consideration and excluding GST. But simple. If you give me these 3 points in open market value, I will accept your answer. Open market value means what? At the same point of time, at what price are such goods sold in the market where supply recipient of supply are not related, and where price is sole consideration and the amount should be excluding GST. Simple. Suppose that is 1,50,000. Then 1,50,000 becomes accessible value. Agreed? Open market value, the formal definition is also given. If you want to see formal, definition, or you will read it now? You understood components of the definition, right? Now you can read that formal definition. And those who have promised me that you will solve one example of each, obviously they will write that, because presentation of answer will need formal definition. Okay, if open market value is not available, why not available? Who is Moto X4? Username is kept as Moto X4. Keep your original name. So Sachin, point is, why is open market value not available? Another example. या iPhone वाला भूल जाओ, done, उसका काम हो गया. Sachin is going to purchase sofa set. What he does is, he takes his old sofa set and he gives his old sofa set to me, and is now purchasing from me new sofa set. But he says, no sir, I did not like any sofa in your shop, but I like color of one sofa, I like cushioning of another sofa, I like texture of another sofa. Very selective he is. So he says, can you customize it and say I am a pakka businessman? So I will say, yes, I will customize it. Yes, I'll go for Nital, I'll go for customized sofa making for him. And I am now telling him that this customized sofa costs you 50,000 rupees. And of course you are giving me an old sofa also. Is 50,000 sole consideration? No, 50,000 is not sole consideration. Acha, so go to open market value. Is open market value available of customized sofa which I am selling? No. Did all of you get it? It is also not available. So what to do in such cases? In such cases, go to clause B. Price plus money value of consideration in kind. Did you understand? What is the price that I am charging? 50,000. Okay. Someone said that go to goods of price of goods of like, kind and quality. That will come in C clause. I have to go in sequence. Got it? So I'll take 50,000 plus I will value the old sofa. Say old sofa's value is 25,000, say 15,000. So finally accessible value will be 65,000. Got it, all of you? But in case it is not possible to determine money value of consideration of old sofa, then go to clause C. What is clause C saying? Like, kind and quality. Similar to customized sofas, you check. That is called as like, kind and quality. You check its definition also. So similar to customized sofas, other sofas are being sold in market at what price? That is called as price of, yes, goods of like, kind and quality. So that will be taken as accessible value. Agreed? But did you directly jump to that? No. Step by step you have to go. First try what? What is most reliable? Most reliable is open market value. After that, what is reliable? Is price plus money value of consideration in kind. If that is also not possible, then like, kind and quality. If that is not possible, then you go to 30. If 30 is not available, 31. Clear, all of you? Will you be able to handle this 27? Yes. But what I want to tell you is 27, 28, 29. We should learn together and then solve the sums together. Because the common concepts involved. So what we'll do is, before the break, we will do 28 also, 29 also. Then we will take 10 minutes break. Then we will go for sums of 27, 28. Check. What is 28? Related persons. If other than agent, obviously, agent है तो 29. Right? So what happens is, open market value you take. If that is not possible, like, kind and quality. If that is not possible, 30, 31. Simple. 28 becomes simple now. Yes. But there is one option. What is that option? To simplify your life, there is one option. Diagrammatic representation I have given you of that option. A is selling goods to B. Got it? AV cannot be directly taken as TV, as supplies between related persons. Therefore, apply rule 28. Agreed? Accordingly, AV shall be either OMV, or it can be B, that is like, kind and quality. If that is also not possible, then 30, 31. But if you want to bypass all this, what you can do? If you want to bypass all this headache, what you can do? Optionally. But when you can do that? A is selling goods to B and B further sells these goods, then only you can do this. B should not be consumer of these goods. B should be trader of these goods, dealer of these goods. Clear? Yes. Further selling, not necessarily B to B. Means what I mean is, same goods which is purchasing is selling further. As simple. In that case, what can happen is, yes, if B sells goods received from A to further customers, accessible value shall be 90% of selling price of goods by B. Okay, this is at the option of, ये important है. For whom we are determining accessible value? For A, exactly. So A should observe what is selling price of goods by B to C, by B to other customers. Of that price, he should take 90%. Agreed, Abhishek? Yes, that is optional. Okay. Now, everything will be automatically bypassed. Everything will be automatically bypassed if this B is eligible to take input tax credit. Okay. If B is eligible to take input tax credit, very simple logic. Will A do any cheating? Will A do any manipulation? There is no need of manipulation, na? Because what If A charges high amount, GST will be high and B can claim higher ITC. If A charges lower amount, what will happen? B can only claim less ITC. So there is no possibility in the world that if B is claiming ITC, A will manipulate the price. And even if they manipulate, it doesn't harm the government. Agreed? What amount government has to get, they continue getting that. So what they have said in this rule 28, they have said value declared in the invoice when A sells goods to B, that is when both are related, that value itself will be taken as assessable value, because that itself will be deemed as open market value. Did you understand? Yes, no? Yes. Very good. So I would like to ask Mahi. Mahi, yeah, yes. देखो, before me asking only she replied. Good. Done till this point? Digested? Now, 29. Agent. Principal is sending goods to agent. You have seen, by the way, all these things are related directly with your scope of supply. Section 7. Schedule 1. Supply between related persons is a supply, even if it is without consideration. Supply between distinct persons is a supply, even if it is without consideration. Yes, it may be without consideration, it may be manipulated consideration. Assessable value will be found out like this. Now, what do you have to do? Principal sending goods to agent. It is a supply given in that schedule 1. Clause C. Clause मतलब paragraph 3. You can check paragraph 3 है इसके लिए. Okay. Open market value. If that is not available, 3031. But there is an option. That option is that take 90% of the value, same thing which you have seen in rule number 28. So with this example we can see it. Principal is there, agent is there. This is a statutory illustration, by the way. Statutory means this is given in the act. Act means these rules, statute. Principal is supplying groundnuts to agent. Agent is supplying such groundnuts to buyers at what price? At 5,000 per quintal. And another supplier is supplying groundnuts to agent at 4,550. Can I say 4,550 is open market value? ये जो एजेंट है ना, उसको प्रिंसिपल ने सप्लाई किया है groundnuts. Same groundnuts, same मतलब similar groundnuts are supplied by other third party at 4,550. So 4,550 is open market value. So now there is an option that principal has got of declaring the value when he is supplying goods to agent. वो क्या option है? He can take 4,550, that is open market value, or he can take 90% of the price at which agent is selling to third parties, which is 90% of 5,000, 4,500. Did you all understand it? Yes, wonderful. 3031 you can go through, not much to teach about in 3031. 30 में क्या करना है? 110% of cost means, listen to me carefully, principal is selling goods to agent, sending goods to agent. You cannot find out OMV, open market value. Then go and follow 3031. You don't want to follow that option also. As a principal, you will have some cost for the goods which are sent to agent. Of that cost, take 110%. Agreed? In short, my dear friends, normal profit margin is dash percent. Normal profit margin is at 10% of cost. Wonderful. Same thing will happen for 27, 28. If you cannot follow normal clauses, follow this 110%. If you don't want to, rather if you can't follow this 30, then go and follow 31. You cannot keep your value at 0, no? So go to 31, apply any given principles of valuation and find out the value. Correct? No further guideline is given in that. They have just said do valuation as per general principles. Clear? So in 1 minute we'll revise, in revision batch we'll revise what we did in today's this session 1A. What all we did in 1A? Section 15.1, 15.2, 15.3, 15.4. 15.4 matlab when assessable value cannot be transaction value, then go to the rules. Rules are from 27 to 35. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. This 5 we have done. 27, price is not sole consideration. 28, supply between related persons or distinct persons. 29, supply between principal and agent. 30, residual. 31, residual. So thank you very much for this session 1A. We'll assume it is 8:30, means there are 3 minutes to 8:30. Let's not complicate it. We'll assume it is 8:30. See you back at dot 8:40. Those who are on Zoom should not leave the meeting. As simple as that. Stay here in the meeting. Thank you so much. Those watching on YouTube, rather the recorded session on YouTube, please comment as to how did you find this session. What new did you understand from this session? Please let me know in the comment. If you have not subscribed to the channel, keep this channel subscribed. It is of going to be long-term importance for you. Thank you very much. See you in session 1B and 1C. Thank you.